To begin today's video, we pick up with Rain Sinclair, who is better known as Wolfbane, and we see her having a moment where she's enjoying the idea that she was brought back to life after she had died in the previous X-Men story. So of course, she's enjoying being somewhere that is peaceful, and on top of that, she is greeted by Karma. Of course, Karma was another member of the original New Mutants of the X-Men team. It is really just Wolfbane letting Karma talk to her, but her mind is somewhere else. She's just happy how peaceful the island is and hoping it stays this way for the far future. Of course, we know when it comes to the X-Men and the mutant race, there is no way they are going to have a peaceful life for a long period of time because, well, that is how comics goes, people. We then pick up with Cypher and Mondo. Of course, Cypher has the ability to communicate with anyone and anything, no matter the language they are speaking to him. Mondo just has the ability to take on the properties that are around him. And when it comes to these two characters, Cypher is hoping that Mondo could take on the properties of Krakoa, since the island is a living island. Maybe Krakoa could possibly talk to Cypher through the body of Mondo, where it does work, but it is kind of creepy because Krakoa talks through Mondo and makes a face on Mondo's belly and begins to talk to Cypher. Honestly, when it comes to Krakoa, he hates that Cypher had even tried this and really tells him like he doesn't want to do this again. On top of that, it was very creepy for both Mondo and Cypher, and they both agree they should never do it again. We then pick up with Dani Moonstar and Sunspot. Dani Moonstar has the ability to create constructs of people's worst fears or things they like. Sunspot has a range of powers when he is being powered up by the sun. These two also were original members of the New Mutant group. Either way, it is the two of them talking about the mutant race. How at first there were mutants like Apocalypse, he was ancient, but then you had mutants like Magneto and Charles Xavier, who were the leaders of the modern time, and the first group of the X-Men appeared. After that, you had the mutant race just grow at a rapid rate. Really, it is the two of them just catching up, but of course, that is the moment they are confronted by Magik and Chamber. Now Magik, her abilities are more magic based thanks to her time being in limbo, and when it comes to Chamber has the ability to release a certain kind of flame out of his body. Either way though, you have the rest of the New Mutants we saw earlier coming together and catching up with one another. Now this is the moment you have them bringing up Cannonball, the last member of the New Mutants. Now Cannonball is not there because he had joined the Shi'ar Empire, which is one of the space empires in the universe. So we know their next goal is to go to the Shi'ar Empire hoping to see their friend, except the problem is how in the world are they going to see their friend? We come to find out that they were able to get a ride from the Starjammers. Of course, the leader of the Starjammers is Corsair, and that would be the father of Scott, Alex, and Gabriel Summers. Now, the Starjammers were already planning on going to the Shi'ar Empire for something else, so they are just getting a free ride from the Starjammers. But of course, when they get on the ship, they do a lot of things to make the Starjammers angry. For example, you have Cypher and Mondo go in the garden section of the ship. They were trying to plant a certain kind of plant. The problem is that the plant they have brought, of course, begins the process of killing off a plant that Shroyd had planted. He is one of the members of the Starjammers, and he is upset because the plant that is dying is a special plant and it takes a long time for it to grow, and it started to die thanks to Cypher and Mondo. Then there is a duel going on between Magik and Ra's al Longknife. Of course, this duel has them using swords, something both characters have a great skill in, and meaning that it should be an interesting duel, to the point where you have both the Starjammers and the New Mutants begin to bet on who is going to win, to the point where you have Sunspot betting against Corsair on who is going to win the battle. Of course, this duel does go on for a while, and you are left to wonder who is going to win. But that is the moment you have Magik win the duel, which means Sunspot wins the bet against Corsair. We come to find out that Corsair had betted a bottle of alcohol, which of course is something he hates to lose. Now when they arrive at the Shi'ar Empire, you have Corsair tell the New Mutants that they need to stay on the ship, and the reason why is because they have some business to do here and with some kind of cult leader. But of course they need the New Mutants to not get involved. Of course you have the New Mutants wanting to go with the Starjammers on this mission, but of course the Starjammers say no and they leave. The problem is that the New Mutants don't listen, and they basically teleport to follow the Starjammers, but of course when they teleport onto the Shi'ar Empire ship, well, that is the moment they see something nice and shiny and grab it. Of course, it was the item that the Starjammers were trying to steal. They never came here to actually make a deal. They needed to steal the item the New Mutants had found and give it to someone else to make a deal. But with the New Mutants grabbing the item, of course the alarm goes off. It means that the Shi'ar Empire knows there are intruders. So they come down and begin the process of attacking the New Mutants and the Starjammers. This actually leads into the Starjammers actually leaving the New Mutants behind, and the reason why because Magik got shot and the New Mutants are trying to save her, but brings more pressure on everyone. So the Starjammers just leave them and get back on their ship. Now, when the Starjammers get back, they tell Sunspot what had happened to his team, and he thinks that the Starjammers are in the wrong for leaving the rest of the New Mutants behind. Except to the Starjammers, they have a lot of reasons why to leave the New Mutants behind. So they kick Sunspot off the ship, and the New Mutants are now going to be captured by the Shi'ar Empire thanks to the Starjammers leaving them behind. And this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video. Later, guys.